Hello and welcome to this mindful moment where we're going to have a look at how we might sometimes use mindfulness to help us when things get a little bit busy. Maybe we can use mindfulness to help us take a pause. And remember that when we're doing mindfulness, everything we do is a choice. So you might just want to just listen to this, or you might want to join in, and even the position you take is all up to you. So I'll offer some suggestions, but you do what feels right for you, tuning into your body and your mind. And talking of tuning into minds, I don't know about yours, but my mind has been pretty busy today. There seems to be a lot going on at home and in the world, and just so many things to think about. And our minds are so amazing. They can hold lots of thoughts at the same time. And that's great, except when sometimes it just feels a little bit too much. And I don't know about you, but sometimes when my mind is that busy, when it's sort of edging towards being maybe a little bit overwhelming, sometimes that goes to my body as well, and I might feel my shoulders are a bit tense, ready to carry the weight of the world. And there is lots of weight to carry, but sometimes we don't need to hold all of our tension there. And now I've looked down and I've noticed that my hands are a little bit clenched there. This is so interesting, isn't it? All that's going on in our mind is reflected in our bodies, and that's absolutely normal. We are so linked, so integrated. So let's see if we can play with taking a little bit of a pause when we just notice that our minds and bodies are affected by that busyness, which is quite natural in response to what's going on in the world. So just inviting you, and remember this is an invitation, to choose whether you would like to do this pause standing up, sitting down, or even lying down. The trick about this is you can do it everywhere, and nobody will know you're doing it. So you can do it in the midst of the supermarket, in a meeting, with the children when they are being even more busy than challenging than usual. So just taking a moment to just decide how you're going to be today, standing, sitting, lying. And then letting your weight drop down to your feet. Feeling your feet really heavy on the floor. I like to imagine that gravity is turned right up strong. So I can almost feel that gentle pull of gravity towards the center of the earth. And sometimes I even like to just press my feet into the floor just to check that I'm in a steady place, that I'm supported. Yeah, there's something there about being supported by the chair or by the floor or by whatever you're lying on. We talk about being grounded, don't we? As meaning, okay, we're okay. So feeling grounded or being grounded. So just taking a moment to savor that being grounded, being in contact with whatever is supporting you. And then let that awareness, you had opened that awareness of your feet. You may not have been thinking of feet up till then. Open the awareness and just take in the whole of your body. Just let your attention run around your body, maybe noticing when your body is bent, where it's straight, where it's tight, where it's loose, where there might be a tingle or two. And just as you're sitting, standing, or lying here, just being aware. The nickname for this practice is pause and be. So just taking a moment to pause and be, as if you've got your very own pause button on your internal remote control. So when the action gets a little bit too challenging, you know what? We can just stop. We can pause and be, even if only for a few moments. Sometimes you might need a few more moments. But you know what? This pause and be works even just for these few moments. With your feet heavy on the floor, just this awareness of your body. There's something about knowing that you're being here, being alive and knowing it. And then as we bring this pause be practice to a close, just maybe introducing a little bit of a wriggle of the fingers, a wriggle of the toes, a shimmy of the shoulders. And we can just go about our life, and maybe just those few minutes of pause and be have just helped all that busyness to settle. It won't have gone anywhere. It'll still be there, but maybe it's settled, and maybe sometimes I find I can make a little bit more sense of things afterwards. And I'll be really interested if you can too. So hoping you enjoy this pause and be, and remember that you can do it anywhere. Just when you feel that slight sense of, oop, it's getting too much for me now. So being alive and knowing it. Enjoy.